Hey guys, subscribe for daily content, and if you're shopping for gear, make sure you check out the description for the newest items at some of the very best online retailers. There's also links for some of the items that I personally recommend. Thanks!
What's going on YouTube? Metal Complex here, and today I've got another short little unboxing video to share with you guys. Something from Spyderco, something new, something that I have been paying attention to, I thought pretty well for a long time. Then I realized, oh, it's out. Thanks to eKnives. I have one sent to me as a loaner. Thank you to eKnives for doing that. I'll have this knife linked down in the description so you guys can check it out. It does help my channel when you use those links, but that's entirely up to you. Thanks to my patrons for supporting me. Make sure your notifications are turned on for the Metal Complex YouTube channel. What do we have here? We have the new Shaman lightweight. It's pronounced Shaman, Metal Complex. It's pronounced Shaman. Anyways, the Spyderco Shaman lightweight. Let's see what we've got going on here. How interesting. So, yes, I am immediately aware that this is not G10. This is, what's the right word? The texture is very gritty. It's very gritty. It doesn't feel low quality. It feels gritty. I don't know how much I love that in the middle of the handle, but maybe it's smoothed up like that on purpose because that's exactly where the pocket clip touches. I mean, almost. Let me put it in there. Oh, boy. And once you get it in there, it's not going anywhere, man. But yeah, you can hear it. Here, this is the sound of it going into my pocket. Oh, yum. Okay. Whoop. Ooh, nice detent, though. I got my Shaman here to compare to. Very, very nice detent. I feel like maybe they have improved that. This is my original Shaman. Now, I have the River's Edge cutlery scales on these because I took the black scales off. Well, I didn't. I just took the green scale off the REC variation so I could customize it, and I was like, I'll just put the green scales on my original one for fun. The detent on this guy, I bet we can see it. Okay, here is the old. Here's the new. Yeah, a little heavier. You can hear it. Really good. Can you still front flip it? I actually didn't know for a long time that you could front flip the Shaman, but yes, you can. Phosphor bronze washers, very smooth. Everything feels good. It feels like the Shaman. I think that the finish is even a little bit better. You see that on the right there? This is my user one, right? I think the finish looks a little better. Cutting bevel looks Spyderco. It wasn't perfectly even on mine to begin with, and it's about the same on this guy. Okay. Now, here's the big difference. Number one, when I bought this knife back in 2018, I'm pretty sure I paid $185 for it, and I was complaining about it because when it launched, it was only like $155 or $165. I was like, whatever. But the knife was so good. If you didn't know, the Spyderco Shaman is one of my favorite pocket knives ever. It has been one of the most influential knives as far as my opinions go. A lot of what I yell out to millions and millions of people on this channel is because of how much I love the Spyderco Shaman. I'm not saying it's the best knife for everybody and it's better than everything else, but I shaped a lot of my opinions around it. A lot of my preferences come from this knife, right? Not everything. It's not a perfect knife. But I loved it so much I was like, I don't really care about that price tag. Well, as time went on, the price of this knife just skyrocketed. What is the least expensive version of this knife that you can get now, like as far as G10 and S30V? Is it $250 or more? I don't know. Maybe it's more. Maybe it's $265, right? Now, these are made in the United States, not made in China. If it's made in China, then yeah, it'd be $50 or $40, right? It's not made in China, though. Doesn't matter that it's simple and the materials are just S30V steel and some G10. Making something like this in the USA is going to be expensive. Should it be $250, $260? No, but it's not going to be $30, right? This new one here is made from, by the way, this is not a review, just the first impressions. In some sort of GFN, FRN, injection mold plastic, some type of polymer, some sort of crunchy. It's not crunchy. It's actually, this type of stuff is going to be very, very durable and lightweight, right? We're going to compare the weight here. We've made the handle out of less expensive material. We've also, to my surprise, shouldn't be a surprise, I've also made the blade out of less expensive material. CTS BD1N. Now, this is not the same thing as CTS BD1. CTS BD1 is pretty crappy. I'm just going to say that. I think it's pretty crappy. CTS BD1N, been around for a long time, but they've added nitrogen, and it is definitely a superior composition. Is it a good steel? I don't know. You can look up. So you look on Larry Thomas's article where he compares the different, steels, and he rates them on toughness, edge retention, and corrosion resistance. CTS BD1N has really, really good corrosion resistance. Larry gave it an 8.5. He gave it for toughness a 3.5, which is fine if the edge retention sort of meets those two things in the middle. Unfortunately, the edge retention, ranked by Larry Thomas, was also a 3.5. When you compare this to his ranking of 14C28N, the picture becomes a lot more clear and more frustrating. 14C28N has roughly the same edge retention rating, but it also has, if I remember correctly, it's got similar corrosion resistance rating and a better edge retention, better toughness rating, a way better toughness rating. CTS BD1N, it's not just when compared to 14C28N. When it's compared to a lot of different steels, it's like, why does this exist? And I suppose you could say that about a lot. Like, there's a bunch of steels out there that are like, this is just a worse version of this, right? This is like the green loot version of this blue loot or this purple loot. Like, that's kind of how it, Does that make it a bad steel? No, it just comparatively, and especially considering what they want for it. They want like one set, and I'm not coming down on E-Knives, I'm going down on Spyderco. E-Knives can't do anything about this. $170, $175. Like, wow. I'll tell you what, I'd have been a lot happier if you guys had just kept the steel at S30V. And before people say they can't do that because it's expensive, it is an expensive steel. S30V, a lot of people confuse, a lot of people look at S30V and be like, oh, it's no longer like premium because it's old. CPM 20CV is old. People just don't realize that. S30V is an incredible steel. It's absolutely phenomenal, even by today's standards. It's one of the few steels that are actually made for pocket knives. And when you combine it with Spyderco's legendary ability to heat treat these blades properly, a lot of people don't realize that, whatever their favorite pocket knife is with their favorite really fun super steel, I bet you Spyderco's S30V would blow the doors off of most of your other favorite stuff out there. Not everything, but a lot of people will be really surprised. Spyderco geometry, maybe not the Shaman, but the leaf-shaped geometry of something like the Manix and their S30V heat treatment, oh my God, that'll outcut a lot of the vast majority of stuff in the knife community, I think, or the knife world, I think. Yes, it would be more expensive to do S30V, but I think Spyderco has that room and then some. If you are just taking, it's nice plastic, I'm sure, but it's plastic. It's not even contoured. It's just flat. It's heavy, chamfering on the edges. Stamp looks at Spyderco, some steel. Good tolerances, right? Everything's good. There's nothing super complicated about that. And then you put an S30V blade on there. Should they be able to do that and then charge like today? After inflation, all that, everything's gone crazy, right? I mean, the last time the regular Shaman cost this much was years ago. We can all agree that a lot has changed since then. Should they be able to do that and charge $175 for it? Yeah. And if they had done that, I think I would have been really, really happy. I don't love CTS BD1N. I was bothered by that. And I actually did not realize, like when I asked for this, and I still want to cover it either way. I think it's important to cover this knife. When I asked for this knife, E-Knives is always super cool about loaning me this stuff. I thought, oh, it's a lightweight version with S30V. I didn't look. And I thought, that's pretty cool. It's a pretty good price. I mean, it's not an incredible price, but considering the parameters of it being made in the USA, right? And this is like a major flagship model. Like, yeah, CTS BD1N. If you buy this and you use it, will it work? Yeah, it'll be pretty easy to touch up. I'm just saying, like, it's okay. It's not a bad steel. It's just, there's better stuff. I mean, there's a lot. There's a lot of better stuff. I think Spyderco must have a lot of CTS BD1N because they've been using it for a long time, and it must not be very expensive. Let's weigh it and compare it to the original Shaman. Original Shaman, 5.2 ounces. How much weight are we saving on the lightweight version? It's negligible. It's basically nothing. Man, I don't know. I got to tell you guys, I love the Shaman. I love it. If you're looking at this family of not, like you're looking between the G10 and the lightweight one, if the lightweight one, like it's kind of funny, like 0.4 ounces, that's the difference there. Like, okay. If the lightweight one had S30V, I'd say go, you know, you don't need to be spending that much for G10, right? But it doesn't. You're not really saving much weight. Not anything. I mean, once you get up there between like 4.5 and 5.5 ounces, like at 0.4 ounces, it's not like, wow, you know. Functionally, like the D10 on these new ones feels better. I bet the D10 on the new G10 ones is the same though. I doubt it. I'm just comparing to the old one. Base version G10 S30V, crazy overpriced. I think it's better than this still. I think it's still a better purchase. This is kind of like this, especially the CTS BD1N thing. Like, it's just kind of disappointing. I really wish that they'd choose something different, right? Keep it the same. They've done Spy 27 and however many different crazy sprint runs versions of. A lot of people are like, they should change the steel on the Shaman. They've given us a bajillion different steels on the Shaman, right? Not a bajillion, maybe like 5. Plenty, right? No, just like keep the base version of it S30V. That's what I think. Or Spy 20. Make Spy 27 the base version of it. Whatever. I'll review this. I'll probably say largely the same thing, but that's how I feel about that. I'll still link it down below as well as the original Shaman. I'll tell you right now. I'll have the listing go to the OG Shaman as well. If you're considering buying this knife, go for the original. That's my first impressions here. Please make sure to follow me on Instagram at metal_complex. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like. If you'd like to check out my other content, I do, of course, have lots of videos of knives that are either expensive or inexpensive that I do or don't like. So check those out. And if you enjoy all my content, go ahead and click on that Metal Complex logo right there and subscribe because there's definitely more coming. Thanks again for watching, everybody, and have a great day.